Welcome to the Generation Kids Daily Devo podcast, where we move from wonder to worship, looking for God at work in the world around us, ready to ask the tough questions and discover what His Word has to say to us. Today's episode is titled, Wait, What? Me Too? And it comes from me, Casey Taylor. All right, and now it's your turn. Many times in my life, a really good moment of vengeance or justification has been interrupted and ruined by that statement.
Come on.
Usually it follows immediately after a statement like this. Okay, now you need to apologize to Casey for. And then whatever my complaint was is listed. And a friend, coworker, or even my wife and kids would apologize. And that's all at once, the moment I've waited for, but also the turning point of my mood, because then, just when I'm feeling like the wrong done against me has been properly brought to the light. All right, Casey, now it's your turn to apologize. Wait, what? Me too?
I'm talking to you.
We live in a time in history where things are polarizing, which means that they are either one thing or completely another thing. Black or white, wrong or right, good or bad, and well, you get the point. We don't oftentimes see the full picture, but when it comes to forgiveness, it's rarely just that we've been hurt. There's usually, though not always, two sides to a story, two parties who have been hurt, so that means there's also two apologies necessary. Forgiveness needs to be bi-directional, which means forgiveness is given and received. It goes in both directions. This is what Jesus tells the disciples to pray for in verse 12 of the Lord's Prayer, but with a twist.
And forgive us our debts, as we also have forgiven our debtors. Matthew 6:12.
Jesus isn't saying that we need to exchange forgiveness with our friends. You forgive me, I forgive you. Then we're even. No. Jesus is telling the disciples to pray for God to help to extend forgiveness to others because of the forgiveness that we have received. Through Jesus' life, death, His burial, and then His resurrection, we have forgiveness for all our wrongdoings throughout our lives. And now He wants us to forgive others, not because they've asked for forgiveness, but because He has forgiven us, and He asks us to forgive in response to Him, not in response to others. That means we may never get an apology. We may never get justice for the things we feel aggrieved by, but still, we must forgive because Jesus forgave us. In the same way He has shown us mercy and kindness, He wants us to show that to others, that they may experience a taste of the goodness of God. As we exhibit forgiveness that might feel undeserved, even to the people receiving it. It's why Jesus tells us to pray for it, because it won't feel easy or probably fun letting people off the hook. But it's what's so crazy about what Jesus did for us. It didn't make sense. It wasn't fair. Jesus, unlike us or others, hadn't done anything wrong, but still, He forgave. And now He wants us to take that forgiveness and share it with others. Now it's time for
Today's Big Question!
Today's big question is another heavy one. You already know who I'm talking about, and maybe only you know who I'm talking about. But who is that one person that you know you need to, but are having a hard time forgiving about something? I want to encourage you to write their name on your hand with your finger, and then make a fist around it. Hold it tight, and then pray for them, that they will come to see and know God's forgiveness first. And secondly, that God will help you, like Jesus told us to pray for, to forgive them, just as Jesus has forgiven you. It may not come today, maybe not even tomorrow, but if Jesus told us to ask for forgiveness in our hearts, because of the forgiveness that He's given us through the holes in His hands, then maybe as you open your hand back up, He will release forgiveness in your heart towards them. Thanks for listening to the Generation Kids Daily Devo podcast. If you want to keep in touch with us on all our social media platforms, check out the links in the description. And if you'd like to help support us as we continue to create meaningful content for kids of all generations, please subscribe to our Patreon by visiting us at patreon.com/wearegenerationkids.